everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Thursday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So, guys, we got a lot of action tonight. We got teas, we got announcement, we got releases. I wasn't even going to come on tonight, but I was going to come on tomorrow, but then to go on tomorrow and then Saturday to talk about the same thing, I was like, let's give it a little break in between. So that's why I'm here. Something else I wanted to mention. I don't know. It'll come back to me. I'll get into it. Also, quickly, guys. Again, shout out to Michael. This is why. So I got the batteries today. So this is why this figure is important. Again, for my collection.
Tremor in the force. The last time I felt it was in the presence of my old master. Don't underestimate the force. I find your lack of faith disturbing. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Your power is a weak old man. The force is strong with this one.
This thing is amazing. That's all I needed to tell you guys. So as you can see, it is perfect. It is perfect. Everything about it is perfect. The light up function, actually, let me show you guys. All the batteries are in. Let's put them on for you guys. Where is the little switch? Oh, here you are. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So here is the light up box. Here's the other one lit up. The middle doesn't light up, just the two sides. But look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Michael, again, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. This is going to be one of my favorite figures of all time. Just FYI. Just FYI. Just letting you know. Because this thing is incredible. I knew that this was a figure that I needed in my collection no matter what. That's why it was only a matter of time until I got it. Hold on, a little strap came off. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's the only thing. These straps are so little. All right. Anyway, beautiful figure. I'm so excited. And it's beefy, too. It's thick. No ditty. All right. So let's say hello to you guys and we'll get started right away. I'm exhausted, guys. I just got home from soccer. I am drained. Gerardo, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. I'm doing. Guys, there's 15 of you guys here. Please hit that like button. We should be at 15 likes already. If you're not here to support the stream, please step away from your screen, your TV, your monitor. Walk away, go to the bathroom, go drop a deuce. Do not stare at me if you're not going to hit the like button. Okay? Somebody keep track of the likes for me before we get started. We should be at 18 likes already. Hello, collectors. Got my flash in today. He looks way better in figure form than he does in the movie. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's going to be a nice figure. How are you displaying it? Head sculpt or mask? Carla, my friend, welcome.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Oh, look, we lost 5 roaches. Good riddance, roaches. Bye. We got uncarded in the house. Wait, what did Carla say? FabsFigures is important. We get uncarded Hawaii, my friend. Welcome.
Hello.
See you guys. Hit that like button. There's 16 of you roaches here. Please hit that like button. Somebody keep track of the like button of the likes. I don't want to start the stream off the wrong way. We got Ron E in the house. What are you doing? All right, I hit the like button. Ready to go. Thank you. 2.
Hello.
welcome, my friend. There's 20 of you guys in there. Please hit the like button. As you come in, hit the like button, please. Please, and thank you. Yes, hit that like button, you garlics. Ash, my friend, welcome. Look at you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got Michael in the house.
Hello!
Welcome, welcome. Ernesto in the house.
Hello!
Konnichiwa. Yup, that A New Hope Vader is dope. Do you have it? Do you collect, Ernesto? Oh, that's right. You do collect. This garlic knot on screen right now. I was going to say on stream. On screen. Had the audacity to put a seatbelt on his Dark Side Anakin. His artisan Dark Side Anakin. That figure should be in a brown shipper heading to New York. Nope. Selfish collector. Well, I don't know if he's a collector, but Ernesto, selfish Ernesto, got his own copy all by himself or all for himself. Didn't message nobody. Sounds like he got it for a good deal. Then he's trying to tell me, hey, I could get you one for $1,400. I didn't pay for that, and I didn't pay that much, but you, this is what I got for you, friend. Ernesto. Unbelievable. I thought it was only RoboCop and R2 that had voice boxes. Yeah, this was the very first, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it was necessary for my collection because I have everything in New Hope except that. So it was only a matter of time. And the only reason why it took me so long to get it, was because I really don't go backwards like that for older figures, especially because of the fact that this figure specifically, the pleather was a nightmare, right? Over time, people's pleathers got completely destroyed. Again, do I expect that to happen to me? Absolutely not. It never really did with any of my figures anyway. But the scary thing is buying something that old, opening the box and finding out that it's all, peeled but thank God it didn't happen. My thing was perfect, brand new. Figure, which Vader is that? A New Hope Vader. Albert, you non-collect.
Hello!
Is that from Star Trek? Yes. You know who's gonna sell it soon? X06. X06 will be making those. Oh wait, just kidding. They went out of business. Sorry. Drop it. Drop it, deuce. Sean, my friend, welcome.
Hello!
Nice to see ya. I got you, bro. Thank you for that. That helps me. Absolutely. I'm going with the mask, with the lenses. Yep, lenses look is the way to go. That's what I'm going to do with mine. But that head sculpt cannot go to waste. I have to figure out either get a second one, or if it's possible, or make a kit bash out of that head sculpt because I can't just not use it. We got 12 likes. Look at that. Any more likes? We got 15 likes. Thank you, Ernesto. All right, we wait for 5 more. Or get away from me if you're not going to hit the like button. So we'll wait for 5 more, or we wait for the roaches to get away from me before I spray you with raid. Let me know when we get up to 20, guys. Let's go. Oh, look at this guy. Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I haven't liked. He said I haven't liked it. Come on, guys. We got 24. Let's go. We need 24 likes so we can get started. Let's go. Stop being garlics. Let's go. How many likes, guys? 25 in here. Let's see how many likes we got. Let's see how many likes we got, guys. Lil Titan, look at you, new person here with the bullshit already.
Hello!
Nice, jazzing for life, more like jazzing for never. Jazzing is trash. Jazzing is garbage. Jazzing is a scam. Jazzing is a ripoff. Get out of here. Fuck out of here. Stupid ass comment. 16. All right, we'll wait. We'll wait. Actually.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Little tight. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can love Jazz Inc. all you want. It was a joke. Come on, guys. 22. Let's go. Come on. I don't understand. Every stream. We'll do it every stream. Until these garlic knots learn that if they're gonna come here to watch the God stream and talk about reality, you're gonna hit the like button. If you don't want to, it's okay. Nobody's forcing you to do so. But get away from me. And as it says, Jazzing announcement, Batman from the animated says, I like the idea, not the source. They can keep that garbage. They can keep all of it. Nobody cares about that animated garbage. Oh, how many likes, guys? Let's go. We should be at 24. You promised me. I didn't promise you anything. These are where the Deadpools you promised me. They're coming. Ain't no new here, Fabs. No, they're new. If there was nobody new here, we would have 24 likes by now. Now it's 27. So we should have people who come here every stream or every week or whatever already know what it is. The people who support me and support the channel already know what it is. So they come in and hit the like button without having to be asked. The roaches are the ones that come in, they're trying to enjoy the stream, or else guess what? If I didn't know what I was talking about and I didn't know shit about what was going on and I sucked at what I do, guess what? They wouldn't be here. It's that simple. They wouldn't be here. They would be like, that guy sucks. Why am I watching that? But they come here because they come to watch common sense. They come here to watch reality. They come here to watch truth. They come here to watch factual information. That's why they come here, or else they wouldn't bother. If I was such a terrible streamer, they wouldn't be here. It's that simple. So that's why they come here. They just come here to watch, but not support on purpose. And I know this. That's why that loser came in. Who comes in here to hit the dislike button? A low-life piece of shit. That's why their karma will get every single one of them all on their own. I don't have to do anything. You just wait and see. 18 like we got Brad. How are you, my friend?
Hello!
Welcome. We got 18 likes. Let's go. Aaron, my friend, welcome.
Hello!
Nice to see you. No new what I'm saying. What do you mean no new what I'm saying? No new what I'm saying. I don't know what you're saying. No new. Common sense. Absolutely. It is common. I have the most common sense in this community ever. Everybody in this community, especially the YouTubers. The YouTubers don't know shit about shit. They want to pretend that they know about shit. You can't know something that you're not involved in. If you're not collecting, if you're not constantly collecting, how can you possibly know what's going on with the figures, how the figures are improving, how they're changing? You don't. But they sit there, because they know, visuals and they know how to use YouTube, right? That's why they stick around. But when it comes to actual knowledge of what goes on with Hot Toys, they don't know shit. And that's obvious. Let's see.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
I think what he was trying to say is is not new on here. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I've never seen you before. If you were here before, I don't remember this name whatsoever, not even a little bit, and I would definitely remember that icon picture, and I don't. So, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. I'm driving. It's gotta be careful. I think. Oh, never mind. I read that already. Mr. J, welcome. I'm doing. Anna Chesnag won last night on Walmart. On Walmart last night, Brad buying one of those Japan exclusives took a nice bite. Ooh, wait, what are you guys talking about? What did you buy at Target? At Walmart, I meant. All right, how many likes, guys? There's 24 garlics. We should have 24 likes. Let's see. Unbelievable. The roaches are leaving, thank God. Leave, roaches. My God. Why do you bother coming here? Just leave. Oh my God. I know, right? That's what I want to know too. How many likes, Ernesto? Oh, look at that. 2 more roaches left. Say yeah, wouldn't want to be yeah. 20 me gusta. Oh, we can get started now. Guys, so as you can see, we have 22 watching right now and 20 likes. The moment it gets to 23 watching, let me know. So we could stop because the roaches are going to keep coming in and out. So let's get started, guys. So we have a tease of obviously the new Superman that is coming out soon. We knew that was coming at some point. It was just a matter of time. So as you can see, here it is. It is a nice, not a nice, that's not what I'm saying. It is very comic-ish, right? It is not anywhere near the Henry Cavill Superman suits, right? Especially that Man of Steel outfit, right? That suit was beautiful. And then Justice League suit and everything else, right? The black one, the red one. So this here, guys, you guys tell me also how you feel about this suit. We have to wait what the movie is going to be about, right? What the movie is going to be like. The suit already on the actual character doesn't look great. It actually, to me, it looks a little bit loose, right? And I don't mean loose like baggy. It just because there's no muscle tone or muscularity on it like every other suit. It doesn't look mean. It doesn't look badass. It doesn't look strong like this. Like this is not it. Again, am I getting this figure? You better believe it. But this is not it. Again, the figure could be amazing in hand, right? As you can see, the cape already, nice and clean cape, right? This is the same style of cape as the new Batman from the Batman Armory, right? So that's a good thing, right? That's a nice, clean look, professional look to the cape. Now, what the material is going to be like, that's a different story. The design of the suit, the symbol, look at the symbol. I would think it would be a little bit bigger. I don't like the style of S on it for whatever reason. It's not, once you get used to something and they change it, it's like, it takes you a little bit to get used to it, at least for me. So, smash that like. I'm still getting the Superman. I hope crypto's included as well. Well, crypto's coming 100%. The thing is, are they going to include him? Or is he going to be a separate thing? Most likely included, right? It'll be like a Grogu type thing. So I don't see why they wouldn't include that, right? I've seen even Target selling Hot Tools, but I think it's from a third-party sellers and not actually from Target. Brad will pop the shelf. Will pop on the shelf. Correct. That's the thing. The colors are going to make it pop, are going to make it, look nice. Again, depending on what contrast of figures you have next to it. It is going to be bright, which is what you mean, right? It is going to pop. But this is not my Superman. This is not, even Christopher Reeve's Superman, right? He wasn't muscular. He wasn't a jacked up, person to play the role. But you knew what that was. right? And then all of a sudden they started getting more muscular and more muscular. Now we're used to muscles, and now they're going backwards. They're going to take away muscle. So it's like, which again, muscle is very important, which is why they take it away. Remember that in the times that we're living in right now, we're calling masculinity toxic all of a sudden, right? So that's why you see a lot of TV shows, specifically cartoons. Remember how cartoons used to be all full of muscle? All the superheroes were muscular. Even the superstars, the actors, Rambo, look at Rambo, Rocky, look at Arnold, Terminator, every movie that they were doing, everybody was jacked up. Jean-Claude Van Damme, everybody was a martial artist, a military guy, jacked up out of their mind. Look at every single superhero right now and tell me who is muscular.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Iron Man, the thinnest person you'll ever meet. Doctor Strange, the thinnest person you'll ever meet. Bucky, the thinnest person you'll ever meet. Captain America, the thinnest person you'll ever meet, even though he was jacked up for Captain America. But my point is that they're not bodybuilders, right? These guys aren't taking steroids. They could be, right? But there's not their normal thing. Look at Thor, for example. I can guarantee you Thor took something. He took something to get that big. Even though, they say, oh yeah, to get the role, they get into this program, really intense. Yeah, which they do. But you better believe they have to take some juice. They have to reach those goals. They take very small doses, but they have to take it to build their muscle, their physique that much quicker, right? To look fuller, to look veiny. Hugh Jackman, right? Obviously at his age, even if he wanted to, right? Which I don't think at this age anybody would want to do that. They still can. You can still take, steroids until you're 70 if you want. Not ideal, but you can. Right? So, for example, you're a person with testicular cancer. You're going to need to you're going to need to inject yourself with testosterone to keep your levels normal, because your testosterone cannot be under a certain level, because that causes a problem. Why is that a problem? Your heart is a muscle. If your testosterone is low, that affects that muscle. So that's why that's important, So superheroes now, very, very skinny, very, very thin. Physique is not about, muscle anymore. Again, because of the times we're in. In the 80s, the 90s, every cartoon you could imagine had muscles. Every show you could imagine had muscles. Every, Spider-Man, He-Man, the Silverhawks, every superhero you could imagine was muscular. Every single one. So it's I know what's happening. I understand what's happening, but it's weird. Based on that picture alone, I immediately thought, hold on. CSI, welcome.
Hello!
But that's the thing, right? It looks kind of cheap. It looks kind of cheap because of the colors. It's very, like I said, very toyish, very, very comic-y, very, even like, for example, the belt. Look how cheap that looks. Look how plastic like that looks. Look how, sculpted, right? This is a mold, right? So look how cheap it looks. So nothing exciting, nothing, oh my God, look how great that suit, nothing. Again, am I getting the figure? Absolutely, you better believe it. But nothing exciting. Again, hopefully the head sculpt changes everything. The accessories, we don't know what he's going to come with yet. Again, like somebody mentioned, hopefully crypto, but then again, we don't know what else. So we'll see. We'll see. The colors on this are bright. This looks better in figure form than it does in movie trailers. It could. We don't know yet. We'll see. Diaper man, this guy. I'm really hoping they make a Christopher Reeves 2.0 at some point. Let me tell you something. It would have been done already if they were planning on doing that ever. They've had their chances. Perfect example, the Flash movie. Remember at the end? One of the, when he was like running backwards, or at the end of the movie, there was a scene where Christopher Reeve Superman, you see his face and he's smiling. So they could have done that there, right? Obviously, it is a bigger character than that to make him a side character of a movie. That's why they didn't bother, most likely. But there are other reasons why it hasn't been done. They did the original Christopher Reeves, then they did the evil Superman for Superman 3, I believe. And that was it. No more after that. Then we got into Henry Cavill. Then we got into everybody else. And that was the end of Christopher Reeve. Again, the problem with these things is this. The head sculpts would have to be updated. Like a lot. I think that is the same reason why we haven't gotten any more Leias. That's why I tell you guys, the new is Padme. Leia's, not that they can't make Leias, that's not what I'm saying. But because she's so old as a figure, it needs to be updated. We will never get a Leia looking like the Leias that we got already. Impossible. So everything has to be updated. So there's got to be a reason why they haven't done it, because they know that there's money sitting there. 100%. They know it. It's not like they don't know. So, it's weird. That's what I'm saying. They don't make sense sometimes. We got 29 watching. How many likes? Because the roaches sneak in when I get into it. Let's see how many leave. Oh, we got 30. One came in. Let's see. How many likes, guys? Guys, there's 30 of you guys here. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Let me know how many likes. Hope it has rolling eyes or he will stare at. No, he's got rolling eyes. He has to have rolling eyes. Everything has rolling eyes now. Lou!
Hello!
I stopped taking juice because I kept getting hit on by things that never happened, guys. Things that never happened. Ernesto says sometimes Fabs spread nut wealth knowledge. What? Sometimes Fabs spread nut health knowledge. Not else, not what? Jackman doesn't do that. Hey, Ash. First of all, you don't know that. Okay? That's number one. Just because you're both Australian doesn't mean you know him. Doesn't mean he's your neighbor. Doesn't mean you know what he injects in his butt. Okay? That's number one. Number two, where do you know Hugh Jackman from?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Unreal. Albert says some of those lines on a suit are a bit much, at least on this image. Right. All this stuff is very like crazy. And it's not even appealing. You know what I mean? Like some designs and suits, you're like, oh, that makes it look cool. Nope. This looks like a pocket that wasn't done. I don't know. Now I go on my young boyish look. Oh my God, this guy. Cassandra, welcome. Long time.
Hello!
Like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. I better hit that. Bradley is not a fit. It's called have respect. Okay. If you're here, why are you not supporting the channel? It's common sense. What are you doing here if you're not here to support the channel, Brad? Is that so hard to understand? I don't understand. I don't get it. If you're not here to support the channel, why are you here? That's simple. Very simple, very straightforward question. I will never understand why people are here to do what? Unbelievable. How many likes, guys? 26. Now we got 27. Ooh, 3 dropped. Bye. We got Chris. How are you, my friend?
Hello!
Welcome. I'm rather disappointed they didn't come out with some kind of Superman for WB100 to go with Batman. Wonder Woman looks like it would have been perfect time to get a. Well, you got WB100 Wonder Woman. You got WB100 Blue and Gray Batman. That's it for the WB. But I see what you're saying. That would have been a perfect time to do it. Absolutely. Brad and I already. Thank you. I know you guys do all the time, but the roaches don't. Roach. This guy. Unbelievable. This guy. Oh my God, Ash. It's the cough that's driving me. The cough. Oh, I see what you're saying. Cassandra, go on YouTube and type in lung 5. Here, I'm going to type it in the chat for you. And then you go research that. And any questions you ask me. All right. So you're going to YouTube exactly what I just wrote for you. Watch every video you can find and then get back to me with any questions. That has buy smart. I'll go buy Inner Superman. I'm forced to be this guy. I'm forced to be here. You are not forced to do anything. So again, guys, we have to wait and see what the whole suit looks like, right? This is just the midsection from the top. We haven't seen the legs, right? But that's a big deal to see what the whole figure looks like as a whole. The head sculpt, right? How it ties everything together. So can't judge it. Again, the colors they're not going to change, right? You still got the bright yellows, the bright blues, the bright red, the cheap looking stuff. Again, from close it looks cheap, maybe from far it looks better. But we got to wait and see. So very, very, very nice announcement. We got to wait for the movie, because obviously that's a very, very big deal regarding the figure for those who need to watch a movie. Now we get some drama, guys. Drama. So we have the Andor range trooper announcement. So people apparently are losing their minds and they're complaining as usual. Why are they complaining today? Well, number one, people are upset. Again, nothing new. People are upset that this was an exclusive limited release originally, right? From Solo, the Solo movie with the magnetic boots strictly. Okay? And it had that small blaster rifle. That was the entire figure, exclusive for Solo. Came and went. The problem now is that people are complaining about the fact that why would you, number one, overpay for a limited exclusive to then get a standard release, which is what this is, a standard release of it. Right? So I understand what they mean. Right? I'm not upset. I'll never get upset about Hot Toys making figures and reusing figures and remaking figures. There's no need to get upset. Obviously, if you want to get upset, that's your problem. You're not going to buy it anyway if you're upset about it. Anytime somebody gets upset about something, that's their way of saying, I am not buying this. Period. It's just that simple. Right? So that's why you see a lot of people always talking shit about announcements, about releases, because they're not going to get it. So it's easy to talk shit about something you're not about. Which they all do it. They all love to talk shit, be negative about Hot Toys. So what are you doing in the community? Hot Toys is the only company making product. What are you doing? So one of the complaints at least, was that, why are we overpaying for exclusives when they're going to release a standard release, right after? It's a valid point. But here's the thing. It's the same figure. Fine. It is two completely different lines, right? Remember that this range trooper here, the new one, doesn't have the magnetic boots standard. I'm not saying that it doesn't come with it, because remember, an option. You get an option now. You get this, where is it? First edition exclusive. So they're giving you the option with the figure, obviously, right? So you're going to get both pairs of boots. The magnetic ones that we got with the Solo figure, and we're going to get the standard boots that are from the figure. The reason why this is annoying and weird is this. Number one, the magnetic boots are from Solo and only Solo. Why are they giving these boots for a figure that does not come with the boots? To make it more appealing and to make the people who didn't get the exclusive now get the exclusive. It's all about money. That's why you can't, again, I don't complain because I know what it is. People who don't understand Hot Toys will complain about everything all day, every day. That's why it's stupid. That's why I tell you guys, complain about things that matter. People complain about the dumbest shit all day long. So this is what happens, right? So this is why it's stupid. So Hot Toys is offering the boots. Again, this is all about money. It's all about money because by offering these boots, what are they creating? More sales. The person that didn't get the exclusive with the magnetic boots only, the solo exclusive, what are they going to say? Here's my chance. Not only do I get one set of boots, but I get both so I can display it the original way because look, you even get the original blaster too. So you get the entire figure again, plus a new weapon and new shoes, new boots. So now, Thule brought up a good point also. Thule said, the exclusives should be the better ones. We would love to assume that, right? It makes sense. We're paying for the exclusives. They're more expensive than your standard release. Why are we getting less with these exclusives? Because that's all they're about. They're quick money makers. That's it. That's it. Look at Lightside Anakin. You think $1,000 figure, 2 lightsabers, couple of hands, and a base, and that's it? Just because you got artisan and rolling eyes, that's your entire figure? Again, that's a limited figure. Look at the Darth Vader exclusive with the Mondo paint. What does that come with? Everything your standard Darth Vader comes with. Hands, lightsaber. Nothing special. So Thule's point is very valid, right? You would expect at least, right, that we're paying more, at least a little bit more for the exclusives, right? You would think, oh, they should be the special ones, they should be the good ones. They are special. They are special. They have their special thing to every limited exclusive. But the standard ones are the ones that usually have more stuff. But your point, Thule, is 100% valid because I would expect that something limited, something exclusive should have the special anything that makes it valuable, right? Right now we're counting on the numbers, right? The numbers of pieces that were made to give it value. The problem with that is we never know. They could say 1,000. We don't know how many were made. So we don't really know what value is there. How we find out something has value is on eBay. That's when we find out, all right, look how much it's going for. So that means there is a demand for this. That's how we find out. So the only thing that bothers me, which again, doesn't really bother me, but the only thing that is annoying is, and I'm going to tell you why it's not annoying to me. It's not annoying to me. Well, let me say what it is first. So the only thing that is annoying is if the whole point of this is to be exclusive, why is everybody else getting it? That's the one thing that's annoying, right? The reason why it's not annoying to me is because I can get either 2 solo troopers out of it, or you get your standard Andor trooper, which is what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So that's why it doesn't bother me, right? I have my Andor, I have my solo. Why would it bother me? My solo one is with the solo line. My Andor one's going with Andor. Why would that bother me? Yeah, they're the same figures. Every single Star Wars movie, Star Wars show, everything's repeated. You got your stormtroopers, you got your droids, you got your this, you got your aliens, you got your that. It's all the same stuff. Obviously, the characters vary, but it's all the same thing. You get the droids that look like C-3PO. You get the droids that look like R2. You get you got Chewbacca. You get all these things that are standard for every single everything. Some things vary. from show to show, but it's usually your standard. We're always going to get stormtroopers. We're always going to get, your standard stuff from every show. Darth Vader's, whatever main character is coming out of whatever show, getting, for example, Andor, Cassian. It's a must to get him. So, Fabs have to be careful because of my seizures. No, it's all natural. It's all natural. You don't have to worry about anything. Just look into it. This is Lady Gaga. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Welcome. Let's this guy. My gripe is the standard edition come with more than the exclusive. Well, no, that's the thing. That's what I just mentioned, right? You make a great point. The exclusives, because there are not so many of them, should be the ones coming with all that stuff, right? Because the whole point is for everybody not to get one. That's the whole point of the exclusive. But with Hot Toys, it's not about that. They gave us an exclusive, limited, boom, sold out, and they reused that same figure to create another. Took away the whole exclusivity of it. Again, it's a different line. But it's the same exact looking figure, which is the slap in the face. We got 30 likes and 22 watching. Oh, look at that. The Roaches hit the like button on the left. Thank you, Roaches. Thank you, Roaches. I have the exclusive, and I also ordered this one today. Yep, same with me. I got the exclusive. I ordered one as soon as Thule told me, it's up on Sideshow. I ordered it immediately because, again, I'm going to display at the Andor look. I don't need two of these. If I needed two of these, I would have bought two of these. They're available on Sideshow, I believe, still, if I'm not mistaken. So, or they might be waitlisted by now. Who knows? But again, it's not that serious. And again, whoever's complaining about this is complaining about everything. The issue with these exclusives, I think they at least should be numbered. Common sense. But what happens if they're numbered? It's a problem. Because once you number something, you're stuck. You can't rig the system with numbered pieces. For example, them telling us we're getting 1,500. Who knows it's 1,500? I don't know it's 1,500. Do you know it's 1,500? No, nobody knows. They're telling us it's 1,500. You know damn well that they don't have to make 1,500 because who's going to say, hey, you told us only 1,500. Why are you making 2,000? Nobody will ever know. So that's why they tell us that. When they number something, they're stuck with those numbers. So whatever numbers are made, that's it. That locks them in with profit. They can't really do much else when they're locked in. That's why they leave it open to 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. Who the hell's going to know? Nobody. So that's the trick. It is the same but different. Literally. It is just exactly the same, but the shoes are different. Or interchangeable. Not even different. Interchangeable. It's because of figures like this that I step away from Star Wars before I got... That is, let me tell you something, Michael. That is the best thing you could have done for yourself. Star Wars is one of the most redundant lines because it got, again, like I just mentioned. Tell me a character that is always in a Marvel movie like a stormtrooper is in everything Star Wars. Just think, guys. Anybody. Give me a character that appears in everything Marvel like a stormtrooper appears in everything Star Wars. There's no such thing. So we will never get a repaint of a stormtrooper for a Marvel, right? There's no character that is a staple in anything Marvel because every Marvel thing is a completely different world, right? So not an Iron Man movie, right? What do you have in every Iron Man movie? Iron Man. That's it. He's the main character. A stormtrooper is not a main character. And we get stormtroopers left and right and up and down and repainted and painted pink and painted porcelain and painted gold and painted silver and painted bronze. It is the most redundant line of Hot Toys, Star Wars. So that's why it was very, very smart for you to get out of that. It would be the biggest. If I could walk away from it right now, I would. I already walked away from Clone Wars, as slowly. Not, I'm still buying. I pre-ordered what's his name? Savage. So I'm still buying them, but I'm not pre-ordering everything by any means. If I get something cool, if I don't, guess what? I'll get it eventually if I really want it. But Clone Wars, I'm good. Right? Look at the Cherry Blossom Stormtrooper. Those are never going to end. Like I said, we got porcelain, we got bronze, we got gold, we got silver, we got we're missing black chrome at this point. But we got that with the Death Trooper. So again, we don't get these things with Marvel. So that's why Marvel's different, it's more fun in that respect. Same with DC. What do we get with DC? Constantly over and over and over. Nothing besides the main character. What do we get? What side character do we get repainted from Marvel or DC or any other line? Constantly. None. Not one. So that's my point. So very, very smart move on your part because it's never going to end. It's just over. And the biggest slap in the face, right? The most annoying thing about the whole thing is we are overcharged big time for a repainted stormtrooper or a repainted clone trooper. That's another one. That's the new one. Remember, it was all stormtroopers. Now it's clone troopers. So they get one standard thing from Star Wars, and they just beat the hell out of it with a repaint and a repaint and a repaint. And here's another repaint and a repaint. And guess what? You make it limited, you make it special, you make it, whatever. Who's not going to want it? They'll get us every time. People who were saying, oh, who cares about this Cherry Blossom Stormtrooper? That's so stupid. We're looking for it. They wanted it. But because they couldn't get the Japan version, because that's the cooler one, oh, that's crap. I'm not paying for that. The same bullshit. But again, when you're not about it, you're gonna bash whatever it is that you don't like. It's just that simple. You'll demonize what you don't like. You'll talk badly about it, so people join you in hating whatever it is that you're talking about. It's just human nature. It's common sense. It's what it's always done in this community. We got Big Dog in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Let's see. He's been in every phase from Marvel so far. Who? Bucky. No. But side character, like for example, Bucky is a main character of Bucky and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? He's an Avenger, right? He's been in the Avengers. He's not a side character. He's not a stormtrooper type of character at all by any means. Not that. A side character example would be an Iron Legion. Remember in Age of Ultron, he released after the attack the Iron Legion, which was just generic Iron Man suits that were there to patrol the area. If those Iron Legion characters appeared in every single Iron Man movie, there's your side character that Hot Toys could have used as a repaint for your Stormtrooper-like figures. That type of stuff. You get your metal Iron Man, your generic, character thing that has no name. Again, a Stormtrooper has no name. It's a generic thing. It's a generic character. Same thing as the Iron Legion would be. right? So if that was a standard thing for Iron Man to have Iron Legions around 24/7, like Darth Vader has stormtroopers around him 24/7, that's what Marvel would have done. Like they do the stormtrooper. They would just repainted these Iron Legions left and right. Oh, we got a black chrome, we got a silver Iron Legion, we got a porcelain Iron Legion, we got a black chrome. That would have been that type of figure to do. But Marvel and DC don't have that. So that's why they'll never give us that stuff. So that's why Michael getting out of Star Wars is the best. And anybody that is looking to get out of something, if you're not big in Star Wars, that is your first line to get out of, because that is the one killing everybody. If, you know, all the fans, if they're involved in collecting. Obviously, you could like Star Wars and not be buying shit, you know, which happens all the time. The closest thing you'll find in Marvel is Iron Man. Right, but that's a main character. That's my point. You know what I mean? So it's completely different world. It's a completely different world with that. But Iron Man and Spidey are Marvel's yeah, but they're not side characters, is my point. You know what I mean? Like a stormtrooper side character. It's not them. You know? Marvel had Stan Lee. What does that mean? Bucky and Loki are the only two that have been in every phase. Yep. Bucky and Loki have been in every single phase 1 through 6, which is crazy. And the craziest part about the whole thing is Loki was supposed to be Thor. Imagine that crap. They ride them. Yep, absolutely. And they'll never end. It'll keep going and going and going and going. But then who is at fault, Hot Toys or us roaches? Well, Hot Toys will never be at fault for making product. Hot Toys will never be at fault for being a company looking to sell product. Hot Toys will never be at fault for looking for different ways to catch people's money, right? If they didn't get it with the exclusive because you thought, well, this is too expensive for what it is, I'll wait for the next one. Oh, well, here's the next one. Slightly cheaper. You get more stuff. It's not exclusive, so you get your chance. They're always looking for ways to take somebody's money. So you can't be mad at that. You can't hate that. If you're mad at them making product, this is not for you. Why are you mad at a company making product for you to buy? All you can do is not buy. So is it Hot Toys' fault or us roaches? It ain't our fault either, because you don't have to buy anything. Who's forcing you to buy anything? Nobody. The issue is, and it will always be, people sticking around the community, not buying a thing, talking shit about everything. This is what they do. That's what they do. That's all they do. Talk shit about things they can't afford, talk shit about things they don't like, talk shit about things they don't want. But again, 99.9% of the time, anybody in this community complains about anything is because, number one, they're broke and they can't afford it. So what do? You demonize and bash. The easiest thing to do, the most common thing done in this community all day, every day. The moment anything is posted, any announcement is posted, the shit talking starts immediately. Clearly, this is not for you. This is for the people who like collecting. Nobody asked you for your opinion. Oh, who asked for this? It's not for you. You didn't ask for it. It's not for you. But they feel cool talking shit like, oh, yeah, fuck this company. This company sucks. Hot Toys. Hot Toys is not looking for you. It's that simple. People feel like Hot Toys is making things because, you have to buy it. You don't have to buy shit. When has Hot Toys said, hey, you need to buy this? No. They make product. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. If it stays sitting, it stays sitting. If it sells out, it sells out. It has nothing to do with you. But people like to take things personally as if it was all about them. And, who asked for this? I don't like it. It's not for you. That's why you'll never see me in a Hot Toys group talking about, oh, God, this. Who cares? What are you talking about? So stupid. Again, just to feel like they're part of something, just to feel like they're involved in something, just stay in the community. causing problems, causing drama, talking shit. They're not buying anything. Nothing. Just here pushing buttons, poking at people. There's tons of that shit because they're broke, because they're stupid, because they're miserable. Can you imagine sticking around in a collecting toy hobby, starting problems with people? People like that don't belong here. But there's tons of those in the community. Tons. Just looking for drama, starting drama, poking at people minding their own business because they got nothing better to do. They got no life. And these people got families, they got kids, and it's still miserable. Miserable. So it's crazy. Fabs, that will trade Marvel stuff for your clone troopers, homie. Yeah, this for you.
How dare you?
Let's see. Stormtroopers have TK numbers, I think, enclosed, name themselves with the. Yeah, no. But again, I'm talking about the actual. I'm not talking about names. I'm talking about the actual piece as a figure. That gets repainted left and right. I'm not big on Star Wars, so I cherry pick. I'm getting this Space Pimp Trooper though. Yeah, he's nice looking. It's a nice figure, guys. You don't have to like it, but it's a nice figure. Money's always the bottom line. Can't fault them. No, absolutely. That's the thing. Anybody, that's why it's so stupid. People, who asked for this? No, what the hell is this? Why you make it? They're a company looking to make money and looking to see who's going to buy their stuff. It's that simple. What happens when they don't get sales? Canceled. What did they cancel so far? Young Barry. What the hell was that Iron Man? That yellow Iron Man. Forget the name of it. That was also canceled. And there was another one that was canceled from lack of sales that everybody knew. Spider-Man 2099. Remember that nobody pre-ordered that thing when that body would look like a Marvel's Legend body. As soon as they put a suit on, whoop, everybody bought it. So, yes, Sakar Iron Man. Thank you, Tuli. Yes. So, that's what I mean. Let me see. I like how this new Range Trooper is on time edition on Sideshow. There's 28 daily. Yeah. So they want you to order as soon as possible, again, to lock in pre-order money, number one, deposit money, and then two, to make it appealing to buy this figure by adding those magnetic boots to it. That's how exclusive should be on a time window, whoever. Correct. That is a great idea. That's exactly right. No queue, right? None of that bullshit. It should be straight timed. Absolutely. That is the best thing that could or should happen, at least, with ordering, whether it's limited figures, exclusive figures, special edition figures, whatever they want to make special, put it on a timer. Obviously don't make it a timer of 30 days if it's a figure that you don't want, to make 10,000 of, not literally, but could do, 24 hour pre-order window. And then once you're done, you're done. That's it. No more. Even wait list. Once it's gone, that's it. You don't get a wait list either. Obviously, they would never do that because they want people to get the wait list. Because in case somebody cancels, they could still make that money. But I'm saying to just make it that much more strict. Like once it's done, that's it. No wait list, nothing. You missed out, period. I think that's more exciting than what's happening right now. Right, the Batmobile, what was it called again? The Bat Missile. The Bat Missile was also one, again, no pre-orders, canceled. So they look for things to make money on. We don't have to buy anything. Anybody who thinks that, who asked for, that's not for you. So anybody saying that, stop saying that because you sound retarded. They don't make stuff. They make product for people to buy. If you don't want to buy, it's not for you. You don't have to say anything. It's crazy. Crazy. You're right, Thule. How many times does time-based pod the last decade? Probably a new thing. No, it's not new. It's been happening. It happened last year. I could tell you that. And maybe even the year before too, if I'm not mistaken. It's nothing new in the sense of this year, but it's not something very common, but it has happened. It has happened multiple times. A timer like ducky races. This guy. All right. So again, very exciting. So this is a new weapon that we get with the figure, right? This rocket launcher we have never gotten before. I posted my pictures of this figure yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before, 2 days ago, using a snowtrooper rocket launcher from Solo? No, from Empire Strikes Back. That Hot Toys snowtrooper, if I'm not mistaken, comes with a rocket launcher. It's not as big as this one, smaller, but same concept, which is why I used it. And so, as you can see, that is the only difference. Same blaster as the original Solo Range Trooper. Obviously, different base. But the main thing of the Andor figure are the boots and this bazooka rocket launcher thing. Here are the interchangeable boots. If you're going to change them, obviously I am not. But again, it is awesome to get them because if you do want two of them for Solo, there you go. So it's not a bad thing, right? It doesn't make sense to be complaining about getting more, right? Obviously, the complaint comes from repeating the figure. But if you're complaining in 2025 about Hot Toys remaking figures and reusing figures like this hobby is not for you, clearly, because you should know better by now. Even if you started the hobby last year, you've seen this already, that they do this over and over and over, Vanessa says, I just have seen it with the past few years, but they're not, no. Not, I don't think that long ago. No, but within the past, like 3 years or so. Yes. New soups on RSVP on Sideshow. Ooh, that's RSVP, guys. Because remember, you don't want to be left out without the news. All right, let's see. Superman. There it is. Coming soon, Superman. Yep, RSVP. Thank you, Thule. Done. RSVP'd. Thank you, Thule. So, again, I don't know how excited you guys are, but I am excited for this because, again, for those who don't know, it is a great figure. It's a really nice figure. It is a very, very, very different figure than anything we've ever gotten before. So it's just, it's just very, very appealing, at least for me. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's not for you. Also, guys, we get a release of this beauty. We have Black Manta out. This is, remember, from the second Aquaman movie. This is not the all black one that we are still waiting for from Present Toys. The thing has been delayed, I want to say something like 2 years at least now. I pre-ordered mine last year, super late. I want to say like September-ish or something like that. But nonetheless, it should be coming at some point. I don't know what's taking so long. I think they ran into some problems. And that's why, I have a feeling, to be honest. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I have a feeling that figure might be canceled. It's taking way too long. And, again, it could be them running into issues. It could be many things. But delayed years, that's not a good sign. And like I told you guys before, it's not the first time that we've gotten cancellations for product over a year later, for at least from Kit, right? I've gotten my refunds, my store credit refunds from Kit when he has had cancellations of product after paying the deposit. So instead of giving you your money back, he gives you your, store credit for you to buy, use it on whatever other order you're going to use it on. So that's why it is, to me, right? It's a red flag that this has been happening. It's taken so long. And so, what I told you guys before is, it is not, again, to me, it is not unfathomable that these companies, because again, we've gotten cancellations before. Why do we get cancellations before? We don't know. We just get an email from Kit saying, hey, this product has been canceled. Here's your refund. We're never told why things are canceled. One night we had a conversation on a stream, and I said that it is not too far-fetched to have a company come up with a product that is very appealing, put it up for pre-order, use up all the deposit money for investment, right? They'll invest it into something to hopefully make money out of it. If they decide, all right, we made money, we're not making no figure, here's your money back, Kit, here's the deposits for all your people. We made our money on the side out of these deposits for this figure that we made up, that we said we were gonna make, and we were never planning on making shit. We just needed that deposit money to go invest and make money off of it. That is not crazy to think. That is not out of this world to think. How would we ever know if that is happening right now? Kit's not gonna tell us, hey, by the way, guys, this company is using your. We will never know, but it's possible, So again, I hope I'm wrong, but it doesn't make sense that a figure. Again, it's going to be all panels anyway. If you go look at the promo pictures of the Black Manta by Present Toys, doesn't look fancy at all. It's just all black light up features. That's it. It's all panels, So. But this here, obviously, completely different. This is a suit instead of panels. This is the silver one instead of the all black one. Obviously, I wish that they would have made the original one instead of this one, but this one's going to be nice nonetheless. Very basic black suit. You got a little pieces of, design on the actual suit. You have the green, what do they call that? The trident. And then here's the one that's powered, right? With the feature. Here's the battle damage. Come on. Here's the battle damage eyes that you could interchange. Obviously, this is how I'm going to display mine, because clean, he's way too clean. Look at that. Badass. This is the trident split into two. This is when it's not powered. As you can see, it's dark. So you don't get that luminous effect of the green. Here he is lit up with the clean eyes on. Beautiful bug eyes. Again, this is going to be a very basic figure, nothing fancy, nothing out of this world. This is it right here. I can guarantee you it's going to look badass though. This is going to be one of, what this reminds me of? Kang. Kang was one of the most basic figures we've ever gotten, and it is one of the most, to me, one of the most impressive figures. Not the Major's head sculpt, the blue one. That figure is perfect. Here's the backpack. Look at that. Look at the detail on it. Look at the paint application on it. Look at the hoses attached to it. It's going to be a nice figure, guys. Very basic, but very, very nice. Very, very sexy figure. Look at that. What do you guys like better, the battle damage or the clean look? Let me know what you guys like. Because I'm definitely going to do battle damage. Battle damage is the way to go. Clean looks nice, but too clean. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look how classy that looks. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Who is not getting this? Somebody tell me if you're not getting this. Actually, I'm telling you, it looks beautiful. It's going to be very basic, but it's going to be gorgeous on a shelf. You got the gauntlet here. I don't know what it does, if anything. It looks like it shoots something out, but I doubt it. Look at that. It looks like a little spear there, but again, they don't show you any function out of that, so it's probably useless. Like Lucha's sex life. Look at that. Here it is, lit up. Here it is off. Here's the spear on the gauntlet, a little hook. So again, this is gonna be insane. As you can see, pay attention to the articulation, guys. Not much going on at all. A lot of pictures you see, slightly bent at the knees. Look at that. It looks like the suit is very restrictive, as you can see. Look at the stretching on the groin. So look at that. Even slightly hunched over, bent at the waist. Very basic movement. Look at that. So body doesn't look like it's going to be doing much, as you can see. So don't get too crazy with it. But it is still going to be badass. Look at that. Look, he's stepping on. What the hell's going on? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Who invented Facebook, guys? Come on, man. What's happening? Where was I? I was going to point something out. All right, never mind. So I thought I had something. Oh, here it is. So, oh no, here's a picture I was looking for. There's a picture of him stepping on Aquaman. This is the one I was looking for. Am I bugging out? Wait. Oh, here it is. Oh, I was like, what the hell's going on right now? There it is. So here is Aquaman down here. I was trying to get to that. So look, even the leg up doesn't even fully go up, because look at the restriction on the suit. So it is what it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? Let me see what you guys are saying before we get to the next topic. And it looks like it's Rex from Ahsoka. Let me see. Yep, Rex from Ahsoka. Let me catch up with you guys real quickly. Nefty, hello, sir. Oh, where's Nefty? I didn't see Nefty. Oh, Nefty, look at this garlic. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello!
Let's see. Nefty, hello, sir. I made my own mountain because I create pictures. Derek, my friend, welcome.
Hello!
Welcome. Luch invented Facebook. It's one of a kind figure. It's a one of a kind figure. Absolutely. So here we have, guys, Rex. Remember, this is from Ahsoka. This is a completely different looking figure. As you can see, you see all the welding right on the helmet. We haven't gotten this with the Clone Wars version at all. This is more, look at all the welding here. This is more battle damage. This is more dirty. This is more weathered. This is more filthy, right? This doesn't come with a helmet. This doesn't come with a head sculpt like Clone Wars Rex does, right? Looks like you could get two different looks out of this, a dirty version and a clean version. So it looks like this is the clean version here. And as you can see how much dirty the dirty version is. Say this is clean. This is dirty. Also, looks like you get a phase 1 clean and a phase 2 dirty. So I think that's what the difference is. So they're giving you two different helmets for you to display whether you want phase 1 clean or phase 2 dirty. I just realized that. So I'm like, why do it look different? So there it is, guys. So I don't know who's getting this after having the Clone Wars 1. Again, completely different. As you can see, the Clone Wars 1 has none of this, has nothing on the phase 2 helmet like this. Remember, it's a clean helmet. So very, very, I haven't even thought about this guy. I completely forgot about this guy. Do I need him? Obviously, absolutely. At some point, I will get him. I don't think he's going to be sold out by any means. If he is, it is what it is. Do I need another Rex for my Ahsoka line? Yes. Is it 100% necessary? Not really. But again, as always, if I get it for cheap, I will keep it, you know. But I'm not looking to overpay for stuff like this. especially after overpaying for everything Clone Wars already. So here are the two looks. So it looks like you could see there is some weathering, a lot of weathering on the Phase 2 look. So it looks like we may get different chest panels as well, which is kind of crazy. You know, so yeah, guys, it looks like see, even shin guards are more weathered on the Phase 2. The chest plate. So I don't know, guys. We may be getting, you know, a lot of stuff. We got to wait and see to see what the box has inside. But yeah, look at that. Now this is nice. This is nice. Again, very basic, nothing new, nothing crazy. Don't expect anything amazing out of this. This is probably the same exact body that they used for the original Rex. Maybe a little bit updated since the Rex figure is a little bit old now, and it's been years. And we definitely got new bodies ever since. So I think, if anything, we will get a new body, right? Most likely a new body from the same ones that they've been using for the clones, right? The last clone that we got was, what was it? The gold chrome or the silver? I think it was the gold or the silver. One of the two. No, I think it was the gold. The gold clone were the last one. So if you got those, right, you know that those bodies are completely different than, for example, a Commander Cody body. Remember, Commander Cody was like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, if that. Maybe, yeah, no, more than that. 5-6 years ago, maybe. So that body, you know, that Commander Cody body is not going to be, you know, anywhere near as updated as a, you know, gold chrome what's the gold chrome clone trooper, you know? So that's what I mean. So the body, obviously, it's new. You're going to have a lot better articulation, but the panels are the panels, right? This is the same stuff that we've gotten plenty. So nothing new with that, nothing crazy with that. But, you know, it's such a classy figure, such a badass looking figure, such a mean looking figure. You don't really need the head sculpt to make it look badass. The fact that it comes with the 2 guns alone, that alone makes it badass. So yeah, guys, we're getting bombarded, it feels like, again and again and again. Another thing, the Anakin situation. For those who said Sideshow was getting it. So we haven't gotten an RSVP for it, right? Does that mean we're getting one? It doesn't mean we're not getting one. It's just very weird that if they're planning on giving Sideshow any, which again, I don't think so, which it's weird to even say, but the fact that they not even an RSVP, that's crazy. Does that mean that we will not get an RSVP? No, that does not mean that. We can get an RSVP, you know, at any moment for an Anakin, and then they could tell you, you know, 500 pieces for all we know. Right? That can happen. Anything can happen. But the fact that it hasn't happened is kind of weird. It's kind of tricky. It's kind of random. Because at the level of partnership that Sideshow and Hot Toys have, right? And remember, they've always been, you know, obviously working together for years and collaborated for years, doing figures together and all that stuff. You know, Hot Toys has to help them make money. Right, which is why we've been getting a lot more exclusives from Sideshow more than ever before. For that reason, right? They figured, hey, you know, we're going to be partners. How come you're making figures for yourself all the time that we can't even get here? That's money. That's money out of our pocket. So I can guarantee you that's a conversation that was had 100%, right? And I can guarantee you also, Howard was probably like, listen, I don't have to give you everything I make, which is a fact. It's a fact. For those who don't know, you know, Asian people, you know, Chinese people, they're very close. They're a very close community, right? So they take care of each other. if you pay attention to, for example, which is a bad example, but it's an example. If you ever go into a Chinese food restaurant, you never, again, I've seen other races in there, again, very rarely. But what do you usually see working in a Chinese food restaurant? Chinese people. That's it. The other ethnicities that I've seen working at Chinese food places have been the cleaning people. So dishwashers, the people in the back, the people you don't see up front. That's what I've seen in Chinese food places. But besides that, it's all Chinese. So with that mentality, with the fact that we stick together, we take care of each other, we look out for each other, Howard doesn't have to give Sideshow anything. If he says, I'm not, this is for us here. This is for my people here. Now, if we Americans want to go and order from Pop Collectibles or Toys for Kidults or, anywhere else, that's our problem. But it says plenty when the product is not for us. Again, we don't know what the reason is. But there are reasons why we don't get every product. So that's why I can tell you, if we didn't get an RSVP, why would we get it? As of right now, we are not getting anything. Can we get one tomorrow? Absolutely. Can we get one Monday? Absolutely. As of right now, it's not looking good. Why would they do Darth Maul, Cherry Blossom, and Darth Vader over a week ago when they knew already that these were coming? And how come no Anakin still? It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. So that's what happens with that. So again, do I think Anakin is coming? At this point, no. Right? Ernesto kept saying, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. From Sideshow, and I don't know where he's getting this from. I don't know what he's talking about. Again, I'm not saying that I wish that I'm wishing it doesn't come. I hope I get a chance on getting one from Sideshow. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on with that. So I see Mexicans, Fabs. No, I'm telling you, not me. Damn, Ernesto, like Fab, you're the real deal. Mitchell, how are you, my friend? Well,
Hello!
hates Trump. I could tell you he hates him right now. He didn't hate him before, but he hates him now. Guaranteed. Damn, if Sideshow only gets 500, anything is going to be a massacre. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even make sense for them to get 500. If anything, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. But if other places didn't even get that many, why would they get that many? You know what I mean? So it's not looking good. I think Sideshow might be waiting to drop some of these during it. That's another thing. Correct. That's what I'm saying. As of right now, we're not getting shit. Anything can happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And remember, celebration is what is it? The 1st till the 4th. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we got those 4 days. Anything could happen in those 4 days, right? We could get the RSVP for Anakin during those 4 days. Right? Again, anything could happen. So we'll see. All right, guys. So we will be back Saturday. Hopefully we get some more action by then. Obviously Mike will be on. Hopefully we'll get somebody else on. Maybe Brandon if he's around. Maybe Nefty if he pays his phone bill. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I'll see you in the next.